Now I know what you're all going to say. Where's the capture card, Ibirdball? Well, it doesn't work. The capture card didn't work. So, one, that was a waste of money, and two, that's really annoying. Because I wanted to record with the capture card and it just doesn't work. I don't know what it is. I think I've set it up right. I might show you in case some of you might know where I'm going wrong, but I just don't know why it's not working. The only thing I can think of, which I think it might be, is the fact that my tablet is so old, it's basically Roman, that yeah, my tablet is just so old that I think that the system just doesn't actually recognise it because the Android is just so outdated. So I think that what I'll do is I'd have to get a new tablet or something like that. I don't know, that means that this is going to be carrying on with this setup, which I really don't want to do. To recording this game, that's all I can really do, to be honest, because there's no other screen recorder. I tried to do something with the Mobizen mirroring thing. I don't know if I can do something with that, but as I said, I am trying to find all sorts of stuff. My time's been consumed by trying to find out like what to do in terms of recording this screen, because I need to try and sort it out, because I know that you guys want it. I know that it's an absolute pain having to watch it like this. It's the only way that I can think of, because like, what other way could I do this other than the screen recorder? Mobizen doesn't work, my tablet's so old it doesn't work, and I don't want to have to do this on a phone, because if I do it on a phone, then it's actually going to be harder to do, because the screen's going to be absolutely tiny, and I just really don't want to do it on my phone, really. So yes, it's going to stay on tablet for now. If they brought it to PC, why can't they just pull it to PC? They should do that. Someone should make a PC port of this game, and then I could actually play it on there and actually record it properly, or Xbox or something, I don't know. PC would make more sense. Yes, anyway, enough about that recorder. As I said, sorry about that. So today, what I'm going to be doing is, and I forgot to go through the turns as I said I would, I'm going to be getting more 777-300s today, or not more, I'm going to be getting my first 777-300s. They are going to eventually replace the 747s, but I'm not doing them immediately. I want to get as many routes done as possible, and then I think that we should replace all of the 747s at once. We should do 777-300s, and then A380s as well. And like once it comes up to that, so we'll have to get A380s and 777s. But how many routes would get replaced with the A380? That's what I'm saying, because I remember in Norwich Airways I had I had 4 hubs, and I had about 40 A380s, I think, and I've got 40 747s now, and I'd say that more than half of them are going to be replaced. I'd say about a third A380 and 2/3 777. That's just a wild out there guess. Basically what I want to do is anything over 400 in TOR is going to be A380, and then anything below that, basically the old 747 capacity, which is over 350, because I moved it down now because I realised that it can go that low. Anything over 350 and basically between 350 and 400 is going to be the 777-300, and you may be thinking, well, that's kind of a small way to do it, but there is actually quite a few places which are within that boundary. There are a lot in the high 300s. Well, to be honest, I might move it down to like 320 or something like that. In fact, I might do that, because then the 777-200s, they're the more lower capacity end of the scale. Well, in fact, how many seats do they actually have? It was 300, wasn't it? Yeah, 300. They go down to about 230, I think it was where I did it, or 240, something like that, right up to 320. So yeah, they do have a quite wide margin of that. And so they've got the lower 300s, but I want them to be mainly dominated by the 777-300, but I should think the 200s, they'll still be remaining quite a bit. And well, in fact, there could be, I think that I might have to replace some of the 777-200s as well, because some of these will have got up in their capacity for replacing this, so they'll have the demand to actually be replaced with the 777-300. I just want to go through July and August, then I can order some more. I can order some 777-300s. So after we've done that, then we can start setting up routes with them. Yeah, this is going to be quite bad, and I saw that was 611 million, so this just shows that we need to start setting up more routes. How much are we going to get in August? Probably even lower than we do before. I doubt it's going to go much higher, 630. Yeah, look, we are going down. This is the thing, because our costs are rising. We're not setting up that many routes. We need to do more and more routes. In fact, wasn't the passenger numbers going down and the fuel going up, if I remember correctly? Well, it's now exactly the opposite. Well, in fact, fuel prices are actually as low as they were like back in the 90s. Well, actually higher, but they're coming down. They've come down quite sharply recently. While the passenger numbers, like, They dipped right, yeah, that's the reason why. Look, they dipped right down there. That's why we're losing all that money. It's not really the fuel. It's a combination of fuel and the fact that our passengers, all the world passenger numbers are going down, probably because of 9/11. I wonder if they implement that in this game, but yeah, I think they should gradually start recovering. In fact, that was probably the recovery. We have 2 billion. Let's go for the one more month. Then we'll order some 777s, because I want to order as many as I can, basically. So I just don't want to be sitting in, like, ordering, like, 1 or 2 at a time. I'm going to be setting up routes for these. We're not going to be replacing any 747s today. As I said, that's going to be coming in quite a few years' time, actually. 777-300. And there we go. Has it kept my configurations? No, it has not.
2,000 years later.
414 seats is the amount the 747 has. There we go. I can get it exactly. So 414 seats, exactly the same as the 747 has, but we're going to be a lot more efficient, and we're going to have, hopefully, more profits, but who knows. How many can we get? Just about can't get 8, but we can get 7. That's enough for me, I think. But what I want to do is basically, I want to go to Europe, so I'll probably be going from, I don't know, I'll go from like Chicago to Paris, then Washington to Paris, then Toronto to Paris. I mean, I could literally create mini hubs in Europe, but I just want to go from the US because there's just so many high capacity routes there. And I was going to say go to London, but I've already set up a hub in London, so I'm already going to everywhere in the US pretty much that has the capacity for it. So I'm going to be going to Paris, then after that I'll be Rome, then after that I'll be Athens, and then a few other places after that as well. Those are the major ones which I can think of. Yes, first 777-300s. I quite like the 777-300. It is my favourite variant. They don't actually have the special raked back winglets that are on this, and that's actually, it came out like that, I do believe. I think that they yeah, because I think that's what it was when it came out. They didn't add that on later, but I know on some 777s now they have actually added the raked winglets on the end. We need to start going through the turns a bit, so we have a bit of money left, so let's use that to order a few more planes. I'm going to spend as much money as possible now, because I need to set up more routes to get people more income. What's 757 still there? Oh, so we've got 757-300. A321s or 737s? I don't actually know, and ooh, that might be interesting yet. Yes, anyway, we're not actually talking about that. Oh, I don't know. Should we get 877? Because that's the thing, I'm trying to think about what routes we need to set up. I'm going to go for the 737 because it's a bit cheaper, and there are some routes which I can think of with that, especially in Europe. So yes, right, that needs to go there. Oh no, we can't. I can just about get 3, look at that! Just over $1 million to spare. I sound like Donald Trump right for that. Oh, I have $500,000 to spare, look at me. Really do sound like Donald Trump. Right, what are we doing? We need to go and go through the town just to get these planes delivered. In fact, I could get some more 777. I should have got another 777 then, really. I meant that I should have kept that money to save up so I could get another 777 if I wanted to. Should we order some A321s as well? That's just to see. But yeah, I mean, as I said, this is what I call background routes now. These are just ones which I've just set up in the background because I can just order them cheaply, and they'll get me a steady stream of higher income coming in. How many of these can we order? We can order 2, apparently. I mean, these can go in Europe. I think I just want to gradually fill up the European market because, I mean, I'm actually starting to run out of slots in Heathrow, but I just want to use that all on the short-haul market there. And then, because I've pretty much done on the long-haul side of that now, but yeah, I want to focus on the US other than London. So, right, what am I doing? I need to go through the turns again. I'll go through November, and then we'll go and get these 777s delivered and set up some routes with them. And, oh my, am I forgetting into low profit? This is why we need to have long-haul routes, because those are the money makers. The A321 routes and that, they make a bit of money, but they don't make loads. And plus we've got passage numbers going down, and come on, I'm just tapping the screen here like, come on, done.
Load.
A340-500, don't care. Right, so let's actually get these 777-300s then, and also 737s, but I'm not actually going to be using them. So, as I said, I'll just be going from all over the US, so I think I'm just going to be going into Paris, really. Which one is better, Paris or Rome? That's 254, and that is, oh, that's like 747. So yeah, Paris would actually be perfect for that. So let's actually, well, I think this, I was going to say it's just above, but it's not. That's perfect for the 777-300. So yes, let's actually start setting up routes with the 777-300 there. So I'll put all those in now. So I went all to Paris from the US, so we'll just get these up. I went from Chicago to Paris, Toronto to Paris, Atlanta to Paris, Houston to Paris, Los Angeles to Paris, because apparently I wasn't going there, Washington to Paris, and Boston to Paris. I think that Boston could be downgraded to a 777-200, but I think it could hold with a 777-300, so we'll just see how that goes. And the rest of them should be fine. Only other one I'm thinking about is Washington, but yeah, I think we'll be okay with that. That's just the first round of them that we're doing, so hopefully they should all bring in about 8-9 million each, possibly 10 million, so hopefully that will give us quite a bit of money. And we're just about to go through Christmas, so yes, that should give us quite a bit of money. Oh yeah, I've got my 777-300. Let's just go through the turn here, and then we'll put these in with the A321s as well. And just for convenience, 605 million, so don't know how good that is. We've got, oh whoa, we just went up by like 1 million passengers. Or at least we actually are going up in value for once, good grief. I think we will be starting to go up, but as I said, we need to set up more routes. 777-300 routes are really good. I think the next place I was eyeing up was Amsterdam that we can go to, so I mean if we just get another 7 777s, it's a mouthful to say, and then we can all just go to, I can just go to Amsterdam from all of them. Oh yeah. I might need a few slots here, and what I'm doing now is, before, if you remember, I used to do it under 50%, but that was wasting so much money. So what I do now, I only do it if it's like in orange or in a red, because when you're under 75%, then that means that it's fine. So what I do is, if it's above the 75%, I'll do that. But now, I mean, you might have noticed I haven't actually touched any of the counters and offices in New York and Los Angeles, and that's because, yes, I put a load in there and I don't need to have any more. Now what have we got there? Yeah, look at that, they're still at 60 and I haven't touched them, and normally I'd be frantically trying to put loads in there, but that would just be wasting so much money. I don't actually need to do anything with that. So what are we doing then? We need to put in those A321s and 737s, so let's just go do that. So I went from London again, so if I just get up on my 737s, and I need to scroll down right to the bottom, and that was 747. I tried tapping on 737 and I thought it went on it, so I didn't think it went on it, so I tried tapping on again and then it went on 747s. And I went from London to Klaipeda, Helsinki and Bergen, and then with the A321, if I go on that, I have to scroll down even further for this one. I went from London to Chisinau, I think it is, and Palermo. So yeah, we've got all those hooked up now, so right, what do we need to do now? I believe we should order some more 777-300s, because that will help satisfy demand and give us a bit more revenue coming in, so I reckon we can order just 2 of these, but that's fine. As I said, I was eyeing up Amsterdam as the next place to go. I get them, then I also want to get a few more 737s and stuff, so I reckon I'll be able to get just a couple of them. Just want to get as many planes as I can per turn. I don't want to go through there and then I've left like 200 million in there when I could be spending that on A321s or 737s and stuff like that. I just want to make sure that I'm constantly setting up routes as fast as I can, and then I'll be able to satisfy as much demand and make as much money as possible. Well, we've got a bit more money now. Should we order more 737s? I think we should. Yeah, I think, because we did all those A321s, I think now we've satisfied a bunch of demand of that. Now it's the time for the rise of the 737, I think. So yeah, we'll get another 4 of those. So yeah, I know I didn't get a 777, but I just wanted to, yeah, just order a bunch of them, and then we'll order another 777. You know what, let's order, like, 737s one turn, and then the next turn we'll order a 777, and then the rest 737s, and the next turn we'll order a 737, so... yeah, I guess that will be how it goes. And we need to set up all of these routes as well, and we've got the A318. That could be a replacement to the Fokker 70 actually. Let's have a look at that. How many seats did I put on the Fokker 70? I believe it was 47. They're probably really low satisfaction. Oh my god. Yeah, it shows that they need getting out of service. Right, how many seats do they have on them? They have 74. Right, how many does the A318 have? Right, and we'll also look at if it's more efficient compared to the 737-600 as well. Some point of efficiency, 132 seats. I believe I could configure that to have less seats than that. Right, hurry up. So yeah, that's got 52. And has that got 32? Yes it has, and that gets to 99. What is the 737-600 like then? And I need to go on a biplane, not on the inventory, because I haven't actually got one yet. That one's 8.0, and that's got 130, so that one's slightly more efficient. And that one does 98, so For one extra seat, I get the A318 then. Well, to be honest, I've got the A321 and 737-800, so if I wanted fleet commonality, it wouldn't actually matter which one I got, but I go for the most efficient one, which will be the 737, but I'm not really going to do that. Let's do more 777s then, because I need to really do that, don't I? So, yeah, so I think we'll go to Amsterdam for this one. So I went from, where did I go? Let me just get the 777-300s then. I went from Chicago and Atlanta to Amsterdam with the 777, and then with the 737-800. I'm going to have to scroll down even further to get here now. I went from London to was it just those two? When did I just order two? Yeah, I went from London to Eindhoven and Stuttgart. For some reason I thought I ordered four, but I didn't. I only ordered two. What are we gonna do now? Well, I've got the 737s to set up routes with, but I want to order another 777. Just get that in, then order a few more 737s as well. So right, let's just get a bit more cash. Then I want to be able to get some more 737s and then 777 as well. And we've got those 737s which are going to set up in a minute, but I just want to get this 777 then. So right, Bosch. In fact, I can't even get another 737s. Let me just set up routes with these because I've only got 4, so I don't want to do a time lapse because that'll be screamingly short. What I've done is if it's over 5 planes, not 5 planes and over, if it's over 5 planes, then that means that I'll just do a time lapse of it. In fact, that was 4. It doesn't matter. Right, anyway, I'll just come back to you once I put all these in. So that's those 737s put in as well. So I actually have now finally run out of slots in London, and I mean fully, literally 2,600 routes have now been set up from London. Not 2,600 routes, Jesus. I mean, they've taken up 2,600 slots. I went from London to Cologne, Florence, then I went from New York to Springfield, and then Jacksonville. I can't do anything more from London now, so I'll literally, the only thing I'll be able to do in Europe is some subordinate routes, which I haven't actually done, I don't think. No, I haven't. I've not done any at all, so I think that'll be something which we need to do soon. Set up some subordinate routes in London, or in Europe, sorry, because that will rake in the cash. Because I know that we can put 747s between like Rome and Athens, and things like that. So that will be a big cash cow for us. That will, I think that will be the end of this episode here. And we've now been quite a few routes this episode. We've got our first 777-300s in service, and we have now set up quite a few 737 routes as well. So thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. You just search for that one as well. Bye.